Hello everyone. Our today's topic is control and coordination, nastic movements. We have already finished a tropic movement. In that moment, we have seen what is phototropism, what is geotropism, what is hydrotropism, and today we are going to see what are nastic movements. So nastic movements are what? In this type of movement, the plant do not show any growth during the response towards the stimulus. Among them, the first type of movement is seismonastic movement. A very easy example of seismonastic movement we can see in touch me not plant, whose botanical name is Mimosa pudica. In general, we call it as a S. lajvanti. Movement occur in response to touch. Whenever we touch the leaf or the tip of the leaf, this plant, that is Mimosa pudica, the leaf drop down. It gets fall down, and after some time, when the sensation ends, the leaf attain its original shape and size. So the movement which is occurring due to touch, responses over stimulus is over touch, and due to which the plant is responding, this type of movement is a seismonastic type of movement. The next movement is circumnutational movement. The simplest example of circumnutational movement is we can see in pea plant and other plants who have tendrils. Let us see what is it. It can be seen in pea plant, just now I have told you, where and some climbers, the very weak stem present in the climbers. These weak stems are called as tendrils. So these are the tendrils you can see. As the tendril senses the support, as they see some pole is there, or they can see if pole is there, or some plant is standing over there. So this tendril coils up around that support. So again, there is a sensation of touch, and this type of movement is called as circumnutational movement. The next type of movement, that is nastic movement, is photonastic movement. Here photo stands for light. Blooming of flowers, that means flowers blooms. It depends upon the intensity of sunlight. For example, lotus opens with increase in sunlight and closes as the light intensity decreases. So blooming of flower is not a growth related movement. Such a type of movement is called as photonastic movement. These all movements, whatever we have seen, whether it is a nastic movement or tropic movements, seismonastic, phototropism, circumnutational, hydrotropism, whatever types of movement we have seen, these all depends upon plant hormone. So let us see what are plant hormones. Plant hormone or phytohormone. Here phyto stands for plant, and these are naturally occurring substances secreted by plant itself, and which brings about control and coordination in plant. We have to study 5 different types of plant hormone in 10th. The first type of plant hormone is auxin hormone. So auxin is very important plant hormone, usually asked in the board exam. Now let us see what are the functions of auxin hormone. Auxin hormone in general is called as growth promoter. So sometimes its name also in multiple choice question it is asked which hormone is known as growth promoter. So it is auxin hormone. Auxin hormone helps in cell division. It helps in cell enlargement. It helps in apical dominance and parthenocarpy. So this hormone helps in parthenocarpy. Parthenocarpy means formation of seedless fruit. Is called as parthenocarpy. And apical dominance means if the apical bud is removed, the lateral bud sprouts and start developing. So due to apical bud, the lateral buds were unable to develop, and this type of phenomena is called as apical dominance. So all these things happens due to the presence of auxin, which is a hormone which is known as auxin. Auxin is secreted at the tip of root and shoot. The next hormone that we have to study is cytokinin hormone. Let us see what is the function of cytokinin hormone. Cytokinin hormone is also one of the important hormone usually asked in the question paper. Its function is cell division, breaking of seed dormancy, delaying of age, and morphanogenesis. So these are important functions of cytokinin hormone. So breaking of dormancy means when the seed when we provide all the conditions to the seeds to germinate, the seeds needs this cytokinin hormone so that its seeds start germinating into small plantlets. So this phenomena, when the seed is not germinating, this is called a dormant seed, and when start germinating, it's called a dormant, breaking of dormant seed. So this is done by a hormone which is known as cytokinin hormone. Next is gibberellin or gibberellic acid. It also helps in seed germination. It helps in bolting. Bolting can be easily seen in plant of cabbage plant, cabbage. It also helps in elongation of stem. Next hormone is ethylene. Ethylene helps in ripening of fruit. It helps in inducing root hair formation and also stimulates seed germination. The last hormone that we have to study is abscisic acid. Abscisic acid helps in inhibition of growth, where auxin are called as growth promoter. Abscisic acid is called as growth inhibitor, and it also favors the stomata closure during the time of stress. So we have completed how does control and coordination takes place in plant. In next video, we will see how does control and coordination takes place in animal, and that also in human. Thank you.